Hello and welcome AVID students and families. So I'm making this video in order to help support our learning and make it more successful, especially as we're navigating this new period where we're actually in person. But some of us may end up finding ourselves in situations where we're gone for class for extended periods of time due to quarantining or other concerns. And so thinking about that, when we are accessing class digitally, just not in the classroom, the primary method for that is going to be through Canvas. And so as a parent or as a family member, if you want to support your student, one way you can do that is looking over your student's shoulder to be able to look at their Canvas screen. But the other way to do that is to become an observer. And you can follow the instructions to do that on our district's or our school's website. What that allows you to do is it allows you to actually be in the class as if you were a student, minus turning in assignments, because you've already taken care of that part of your life. You don't need to go back to high school right now. So that being said, when you do access our class and you look, the first place you're going to see is our homepage, and you're going to see 4 primary buttons here underneath the fancy logo, which is this week's learning, the syllabus, the current grades, and a digitized hall pass for students who are in class. The 2 that I want to focus on is this week's learning and the current grades. This week's learning is under the modules tab. And so you could click the modules tab or just click the link for this week's learning. They both take you to the same place. And for the current grades, they are updated directly into Skyward. And so while Canvas does give you the option to view and look at grades, I am not using that as the tool to make and update the finalized grade. And so any adjustments or any things that I add or take care of for other details will be updated into Skyward on a weekly or bi-weekly basis. So let's take a look at the modules for what the class looks like on that end. Every week you're going to see an updated module. The updated module is going to have learning resources, so these are going to be notes, other documents, anything that a student will be able to access and actually participate in that way. The other thing that they will see is a Google Meet link. And so that Google Meet link does let them virtually participate in class. It will let them watch class, it'll let them observe what's happening, hear what's happening live, because it is a Google Meet, just like when we were in hybrid. The downside is because we are having a more normal school year and we are not actually in hybrid, this does not replace being in person. And so when it comes to attendance, I will not be able to mark your student present, even if they are remotely joining us. To be marked present, you actually have to be physically in the classroom. And so even though this doesn't support with the attendance aspect, my main motivation is to help students learn and to be successful. And so that is why this link is here, because that encourages students to still get the material even if they're at home. And so that being said, to know what a student actually has to accomplish and will be held accountable for is under this assignments part of the module. And so any assignment that will be loaded into Canvas will be under this part of the module. All assignments that will be loaded into Canvas, that will be loaded into Skyward, are on Canvas. And so there will never be an assignment that we're doing in class that will go into Skyward that is not also on Canvas. So that way you'll be able to look at the assignments that are here, just check to see if your student has accomplished them, or you, the student, can just look to see if you've accomplished them. And if there's any that you haven't done, then you know you have to complete it by the due date. So that being said, late work, I accept late work up to a week late for full credit. And then after that, I accepted about 80% of what it was worth, unless you've talked to me and we've arranged some other condition. If you guys have any questions or concerns about the process or the supports that I have laid out here, please just email me or let me know, and I'm going to be happy to help. But otherwise, I look forward to seeing you all soon, and I hope you have a great evening. Bye-bye.